YouTube is cleaning house and taking names. Okay, so YouTube is having what I can only describe as a full Karen moment right now. And before you close this video thinking, this doesn't apply to me, I'm not some AI robot channel, sit down. Because some of the people getting hit were earning $30,000 a month. Let me explain what's happening, why it's happening, and what you need to actually do about it. In human words, no jargon, no guru speak, just the receipts. Part 1. What YouTube actually did. In late 2025, going into 2026, YouTube went scorched earth. We're talking 12.4 million channels terminated, 4.7 billion lifetime views, just gone, poof. An estimated $10 million in annual creator revenue, erased. Now, the story they're telling publicly is that this is about AI slop. And look, yes, the internet is absolutely drowning in garbage. You've seen it. Videos with that weird AI voice reading bullet points over stock footage, like it's narrating a PowerPoint presentation for robots. YouTube is over it. And honestly, reasonable. But here's where it gets interesting. Some of the channels that got hit were not slop. We're talking a Bible storytelling channel, actual humans, actual production value, earning 30 grand a month, demonetized. An exam prep channel earning 7,500 a month, demonetized. So what is YouTube actually flagging? One word, interchangeability. Part 2, the interchangeability problem. Here's the test YouTube is essentially running on your channel. Could someone swap your video out with 500 other videos and nobody would notice? If the answer is yes, you have a problem. It doesn't matter if your content is technically good. It doesn't matter if a human being touched it. What matters is whether your content has a distinct identity, a voice, a style, a brand that couldn't have been spat out by a machine with a Fiverr template and a ChatGPT subscription. The red flags they're specifically looking for? Fully automated pipelines, meaning concept to publish with no meaningful human in the loop. Script recycling, taking viral content, running it through AI, changing 15 words, and reposting it. Upload flooding, multiple videos per day, which screams, this is a factory, not a creator. Identical structure, pacing, and visuals across every single video. And no distinct brand. If your channel feels interchangeable, it basically is. Part 3. YouTube is also a landlord, and landlords don't owe you anything. This is the part people don't want to hear. YouTube is a private company. They are not the government. There is no First Amendment protecting your channel. You are, legally and literally, a tenant on their land. And they can evict you at any point, for any reason, and there is very little legal recourse. A creator attorney named Tyler Chow, who used to work at Disney and now represents YouTubers, has actually stopped taking channel termination cases because he can't get the channels back. He pointed out that in at least one documented case, an internal YouTube body ruled that a channel's termination wasn't justified, and YouTube still didn't restore it. 4 months later, still gone. So when I say build your business off of YouTube, I don't mean as a backup plan. I mean as the actual plan. Email lists, your own products, revenue streams that don't require YouTube's algorithm to like you on any given Tuesday. Part 4. What YouTube says it actually wants. YouTube's own Creator Liaison, an actual YouTube employee named Renee Ritchie, sat down and explained what the algorithm is rewarding right now. And it boils down to this. Serve the viewer, not the algorithm. Which sounds like a fortune cookie, I know. But here's what it actually means in practice. YouTube wants content that creates a viewer journey. meaning if someone watches your video, they should naturally want to watch another one, and another, and another. That's what builds watch history, which is what tells the algorithm who your audience is, which is what gets you recommended. The 4-video launch strategy is real. If you're starting a channel, have 4 videos ready to go on day 1. Don't launch with 1 video and a prayer. Niche versus variety. You can actually diversify your topics as long as your brand promise stays consistent. Your audience needs to know what they're getting when they show up to your channel. And here's what YouTube is explicitly not after: high-frequency, formulaic uploads. Consistency is fine. Assembly line is not. Part 5. The fair use thing. This is its own conversation, but I want to flag it because it matters. A lot of creators, especially in the commentary and reaction space, are operating under the assumption that fair use protects them. Tyler Chow, again, the attorney, says that is a dangerous myth. Fair use is a legal defense, not a shield. It means you get to argue for it in court, which costs money, which takes time. And YouTube itself has largely stopped mediating these disputes. They're leaving copyright strikes between the claimant and the creator to resolve themselves. The practical reality is that reaction content in particular is what he called a landmine. It's legally precarious, hard to monetize cleanly, and, here's the one that'll sting, completely unattractive to buyers if you ever want to sell your channel. Private equity doesn't want a channel built on other people's intellectual property. Full stop. Part 6. So what do you actually do? Here's the practical list. 1. Use AI as a tool, not an engine. Let it help you brainstorm, outline, draft. But the writing, the research, the creative decisions, that's yours. That's the human element. And if YouTube ever comes knocking, you want to be able to document that process. 2. Break your own templates on purpose. If every video you've made has the same pacing, the same structure, the same emotional arc, that's a flag. Vary it, not randomly, intentionally. 3. Quality over quantity. Fewer videos that are genuinely distinct beats a flood of content that all looks the same. This is not intuitive if you've been told consistency is king for the last 5 years. The game changed. 4. Build your email list. I cannot stress this enough. If YouTube disappears tomorrow, and we've just seen what happens when it decides to clean house, the only audience you actually own is the one you can email directly. 5. If you get demonetized or struck, don't panic. Appeal. Update your library. Unlist or delete the videos that fall into the red flag categories. Change your workflow going forward. And if it's a copyright strike, reach out to the claimant directly and ask how to make it right. 9 times out of 10, they just want credit or a small payment. Lawyers are a last resort. Look, the creator economy is not dying, but it is maturing, and the platforms are maturing with it, which means the rules that worked 3 years ago don't necessarily apply anymore. The creators who will still be here in 5 years are the ones who build something that can't be replicated by a template, something with a distinct voice, a real brand, and revenue that doesn't live and die by the algorithm, which, if we're being real, sounds a lot like what real creators were doing before the gold rush anyway. So, build smarter, stay distinct, and don't put all your eggs in YouTube's basket, because YouTube is not above scrambling them. I'm Crama Reels, and that is the short version.